Well, Senator Barack Obama officially cut ties with the Trinity United Church of Christ, but is the political damage already done? A little too late? Well, joining me now, Ellen Ratner, Talk Radio News Bureau Chief, and former Mike Huckabee Senior Campaign Advisor, Jim Pinkerton. Thanks, guys, for being with us. Jim, I'll start with you.
Morning.
Why do you think he did this?
I think he did it because he was getting badly damaged by this. Every week was some new revelation about some crackpot at the Trinity Church. It's interesting to reflect on how so much of the liberal media said back in March, oh, Obama's answered all the questions. Well, no, here it is June, and he still hasn't answered all the questions. And he won't for a good while longer as more revelations come about what a bunch of crackpots there were at that church.
All right, so definitely you say political reasons. Ellen, what do you say?
Well, I don't disagree that it was political reasons, but the issue is that he has really gotten to a point where the things that brought him to the church were not the things that kept him there, and it was very difficult. I mean, any place that you get married, any place that your kids have been baptized, any place that you have a community, which for him was a community, it's going to be very hard to leave. Listen, last week I went with some folks to an evangelical church, and there were some things that came out of the minister's mouth that were terrifying to me, and would be terrifying to most people. But the family had been at this church, they're connected to it, so people stay even in places where they may disagree.
Exactly, for 22 years, which means that Obama's got a lot to answer for.
Do you think it's going to hurt him? Is it going to help him or hurt him?
I think there's going to be more revelations. I think more reporters are going to go there and dig up stuff about what was said there and done there at that church. More connections to the Palestinian Liberation Organization and who knows what else. And I think it's going to continue to be an issue because if you're there as a member for 2 decades and you give thousands and thousands of dollars to the church, then obviously you're pretty connected to it.
All right, we're going to come back with you guys because we want to talk about what happened yesterday with the Democratic Party, and we want to talk about your upcoming wedding. I understand you're getting married soon, Joe. Ellen was telling us your secrets. All right. Well, and we're talking right now about the Democratic Party, the decision yesterday to seat all of the delegates from Michigan and from Florida with half of a point. What's your reaction to this? You think this means the end for Hillary?
Well, I think that unless she goes to the Credentials Committee and all the way to the convention, and her people yesterday were shouting, Denver, 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 I don't think she's going to get the nomination. But I have to say, my new nominee for vice president is Mr. Wexler, Congressman Wexler from Florida. I think he did an eloquent job, and I think that he is going to go somewhere in the Obama administration, because I think there's probably going to be an Obama administration.
Jim, what do you think as you pull back the curtain on what happened yesterday? Do you think there's some what's going on in these backroom deals that's wheeling and dealing right now that we don't see?
I think that the Democratic superdelegates, the Democratic leadership, I'm talking, Howard Dean, Nancy Pelosi, Harry Reid, have made a decision to wrap this up after the South Dakota and Montana primaries on Tuesday. They're just simply not going to. I mean, Ellen's right that plenty of Hillary supporters would love to go to Denver, and for that matter, beyond that, in their quest for the nomination. But the Democratic Party wants to win this election, and they know
that they're
going to have Obama as their nominee.
I hate to break it to you, the Democrats are going to win. It's going to be President Obama.
Ellen, they did hint.
President Jeremiah Wright. I'm not so sure. But the point is, I do agree. The Democrats want to win, and Hillary's got to go. And frankly, I think a good many Democrats will be delighted to see the Clintons pushed off the stage finally.
But there was a hint from the Clinton campaign about appealing this thing to the Credentials Committee.
I'm not a big Harold Ickes fan, but he made an impassioned speech, and he was very articulate also. And he did a great job. Even he was on the committee, but he did a great job defending Hillary Clinton. So he was good.
Hillary VP, yes or no?
No.
All right, Jim, yes or no?
Probably not, just because, after Hillary made it so clear in South Dakota that she wants Obama dead, it's kind of hard to imagine him being her boss.
You know what it is? Jim Pinkerton is on fire this morning because he's getting married. This is the last week of Bachelorhood. That's why he's on fire this morning. Congratulations on getting married this weekend, by the way.
Even I'm
excited
excited for Jim.
Yeah.
Even Ellen's excited. It's bipartisan.
Good luck, and thank you, Jim and Helen, for joining us.
Thank you.
The Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, and now...